Hey, it's Kev on the channel that makes you the real estate expert, and today I'm giving you my advice on how to get the highest return on investment if you're preparing to sell your house. All right, let's get started with the first one, and that is deep cleaning and decluttering. Now, this one could actually have the potential highest return on investment because it's actually possible that you could do this with no cost at all. If you're getting ready to sell your house, it's important to understand that the first impressions are critical. So you need to know that if your home needs a deep cleaning and you don't do it, it could tremendously negatively impact your value. Decluttering is also very important because you can actually maximize your space by simply removing all of the regular things that we use on a day-to-day basis to make those spaces look bigger. What I would do if I was getting ready to sell my house would be to simply go out, get a storage unit or some kind of short-term storage solution so that I could get all of those type of things out of my home. I'd want to clean off all of the flat surfaces like countertops and tabletops and just try to live as minimally as possible while I get ready to sell my house. And if I wasn't able to do a deep cleaning on my house myself, there's usually lots of options for companies that could come and do a deep cleaning for me. Next on the list would be to make small repairs. When I'm talking about making small repairs, what I'm talking about are leaky faucets, holes in the walls, doorknobs that are broken, broken drawers, those type of things. Generally speaking, to fix these type of items comes at a very marginal cost, so it's something that really makes sense and usually will procure a very high return on investment. It's important to understand that when a buyer comes and tours a house and they see a lot of really minor defects, they kind of add up and become overwhelming to a buyer. A lot of the time, these repairs are very minor, but sometimes to some buyers, they can really add up and make the house less appealing. Onto the curb appeal side of things, my next piece of advice is landscaping and general outdoor cleanup. Something that's important to know is that it's very common that buyers will actually drive past a house prior to scheduling a showing to actually see that house in person. So you want to make sure that your house has the very best curb appeal possible. When they drive past the house, you want it to invite them in. You want them to schedule a showing. Now, I'm not talking about going overboard and completely remodeling all of the landscaping and doing full new landscaping. What I'm talking about is freshening up the mulch in the bed, weeding the beds out, mowing the grass. Doing all of these type of landscaping items can really give you a very high return on investment because they generally don't cost a lot at all. And like anything else, the first impression is key. So the last thing that you want is for them to pull in the driveway and see a lot of exterior maintenance and yard maintenance work that has to be done that could instantly turn them off before they even see the house. So make sure to maximize your curb appeal by making sure that your landscaping looks fresh and that the exterior of the house looks nice and inviting. My last two kind of go hand in hand but are independent of one another. So the next one is update the floor coverings. Updating your floor coverings is a great and fairly inexpensive way to make an old house feel a lot more fresh and new and clean. This is easiest with a house that's vacant and all of the furniture has been removed, but it really makes a great first impression when somebody walks in the house and it has all fresh, clean floor coverings. It's also a great way to get rid of any old odors from pet dander or anything like that if you have it. And my final piece of advice is paint. Again, if you're painting your house and doing the work yourself, you can really save a lot of money and get an extremely high return on investment by just updating the paint. Just like new floor coverings, this is a great way to make an old house feel new and clean and fresh. This is also a great way to update the color scheme if your home is a little bit dated, or give a buyer a fresh, clean slate to start with. So updating the paint is a great investment if you're preparing to sell your house. The preparation phase of the home selling process is one of the most critical parts of the process. It's tremendously important to understand and know that you only get one chance to make a first impression. And just like I'm always teaching, you're trying to make your home the premier option available to any buyer in any particular submarket. But in the same token, you're trying to procure the best return on your investment possible. So if you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.